the National Endowment for the Humanities, bringing you the stories that define us.
Thank you for coming. Please state your name, your age, where were you born?
Here in Sanelli, on my grandparents' house. Okay, my name first?
Yeah.
Okay, name, Maria Marta Alarcón Garcia.
Yeah. And what year were you born?
In
1940.
November 10,
Okay.
1940.
I'm November 8. How do you ethnically identify? What would you say your ethnicity is?
What's that?
Your race? How would you?
It's Spanish.
Yeah. Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about growing up here in San Elizario.
Well,
How was it like growing up here?
I had my grandparents here in San Elizario too, since I was born in one of their houses. And my family, the Alarcones, they were a lot at the time. So now it's only me and another cousin that are still Alarcon. No men, not anymore.
So if you're...
And I still live close to where I was born,
Okay.
on the properties of my grandparents.
Were your grandparents the first ones that came to Elizario? To San... Yeah.
Well, on my mom's side, they bought property, but they were living in Socorro there for a while. And then when they brought the property, I think they built the house that's still standing there. And on my dad's side, I've always known of them living here. Not in the town, but in the outskirts.
Okay. So you have...
On the Alarcones.
Yeah.
And that was a big family, very big. My grandma had like 12 kids.
Oh, wow.
So
you had a lot
when
of...
they grew up, some of them stayed, and right now it's only me and one cousin that live here, that we're Alarcon. All of the rest, I think they left to other parts of the world.
And so how was it growing up with them? How was it growing up here as an Alarcon?
On both sides, they would spoil me.
Yeah.
On my mom's side, I had two aunts that would sew a lot. So they would make me dresses or pants to wear to school and things like that. And on my grandma's side, she had so many kids, because as I told you, she had like 12 boys and girls. I think there were 6 boys and 5 girls, something like that. So she would sew a lot too, but for her kids.
Yeah. Did you have any siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many brothers and sisters?
Yes, Jose Raúl.
No, one brother. No,
Oh.
this.
One brother.
Just one brother? Yeah.
He lives close to me.
Okay.
On the original house that belonged to my grandparents. And we both were born here in San Elizario.
Where did you guys go to school?
Here?
Yeah.
Here, I went here and he went here. And then in the 50s, my dad and an uncle bought a farm in Acala, which is next to Fort Hancock.
Mm.
And we went there for 5 years, but then there was the problem of the irrigating the farm. There was no water, and
Okay.
so we came back
Okay.
to Sanelli, my parents and me.
At what age were you?
I went there when I was 9,
Okay.
and I think we stayed 5 years, 9,
Okay.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You're a teenager.
Yes, because I had my quinceañera,
Mm.
my friends here. Some of them still remember me from kindergarten
Yeah.
and the lower grades. So one of my friends made me a quinceañera party, according
That's so
to her,
fun.
in a house.
Yeah.
And yeah, the parents and her.
So then, what would you do for fun outside of school? Obviously you had a quinceañera party, but yeah, how was it like?
Well, one of the things that I did, I helped my mom a lot.
Yeah.
So that's where I learned old recipes and new recipes, and and I liked the cooking. And then I had my aunt Soledad, which was older than my mom. My mom was the baby in her family, so I would go help her a lot.
Yeah.
When I grew up to like 14 years old, I started going over to my aunt to help her clean the house and
Yeah.
things like that, clean the windows of her house. And so she taught me some recipes too that we still make, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like capirotada.
Oh, what is
Right.
that?
Bread pudding.
Oh, CCC with
The one you use with right now that for the Cuaresma.
Yes,
Yeah.
with all the nueces.
Yeah.
And, sí,
Uh-huh.
sí.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
pecan trees here at the house.
And actually, the genealogy has a cookbook. I don't know if they're still selling it. That has a lot of the recipes of.
From your family.
From everybody here in town.
Oh, wow.
They all help. Even the Licon Dairy has
Okay.
a couple of recipes.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps the community
Yeah.
united.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And at first they bought a lot of books. We had
Yeah.
to.
It was
I
like.
think we've made them like 3 times already.
Oh, the cookbooks.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, because we would sell out. And oh yeah, capirotada is one of the favorites here.
Okay.
Not everybody makes it the same though.
Yeah.
But one of my aunts on my mom's side worked with Americanas,
Mm-hmm.
with the Walkets. That's where the Indians are right now,
Okay.
between Socorro and Sanelli.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked with that family there, and she learned a lot of recipes, and she used to make the lemon pie. My dad used to like it a lot, so she would make it to him.
And that's where
And-
you learned them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I picked recipes from her, and well, every one of them had different good recipes that I liked.
Yeah.
So
So that's what you would do for fun here? Help your mom? or-
well, not really,
Yeah.
because in front of us, there where we live right now, the superintendent, Lorenzo Alarcon, used to have lived there across from us.
Okay.
Their house and our house were the same form and everything.
Oh, looked very alike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was Alarcon too, so
Yeah.
my dad, I guess my parents copied them, or I don't know who did. Yeah, and So I had, he had 6 daughters, I think. See?
Mm-hmm.
And 1 boy. So there was one same age, almost same age.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit older than her. So I always had somebody to play with. And she had somebody, because we would go from house to from one house to the other.
What would you guys do for fun? Because that was your friend.
Paper dolls.
Yeah, cool.
We had like big old catalogs.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the names of the catalogs, but
Yeah.
one of my aunts used to receive it every year, and she would give me the old one. So we would cut up paper dolls
Right.
from the catalogs
And
and dress them in different ways. 'Cause
yeah.
yeah, and then we would make houses of shoe boxes and
Yeah.
things like that.
Work with what you have. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have to work? Ever work? Because I know there was like a lot of cotton fields. Did you do any of that?
Not before I got married
Okay.
and had my own kids.
Yeah.
Because my mom and my dad only had the 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom never worked and I never did till...
Her dad was a farmer.
Okay. Oh, so you kind of had everything there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he used to plant like 2-3 acres of chile, tomates,
Yeah.
Yeah.
watermelons, melons, corn.
Did he sell it? Like go out and sell
Not really.
No?
Just
For the family.
repartirlo.
it? Wow.
Since he came from a big family.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom only had her 5 sisters, and they were farmers too.
Okay.
My uncle Sabino, my uncle Benjamin and Willie, and they all had farms.
Yeah. And how was it growing up in a farm then? Did you?
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
would ride with my dad in the tractor when he was doing something, in the fields, preparing for the following year, and I would ride the tractor with him.
Did you guys have horses?
Oh
how-
yeah, my dad was.
He had a mule.
Oh yeah, las mulas.
He had his
That was Papani.
yeah,
My
pero
grandparent, Pedro Alarcón.
pero
And-
también en el picture donde está grandpa.
Oh yeah, but that was acá later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and mi tío was like 4 of them had horses. Some used them, like Sabino, my aunt was the oldest, and so was he. He had 2 big horses that he would work the fields with.
Is that how you guys got around in the community, through the horses, or did you also like do a lot of walking, or how did you get around as San Elizario?
We had a car,
Okay.
a little old car, my dad and my mom, and then when we moved to Fort Hancock, he bought a truck.
Okay. That helped a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. But my dad would go riding and visit my grandparents and things like that. And his brothers would come too. They had horses.
They
too.
were all farmers,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
It was all in the family.
Mhm.
Even as we grew up.
Yeah. Also you.
Yeah, that's one thing that I enjoyed as a childhood. My grandfather,
Oh.
because he had like vegetables. We would eat watermelons, cantaloupes,
Yeah. Fresh.
Corn.
fresh.
Yeah.
Corn.
I mean,
on
corn.
the
He had
cob.
it like all year,
Yeah.
and then we enjoyed riding the tractor with him.
Yeah. So we would come and ride around in our bicycles. And then here on the corner of the grass, there was a big old water pump the one that you,
Yeah.
and we would come and just jump around and throw water there, and
Yeah.
so it was part of a daily thing
Yeah.
in a
Growing
way.
up here.
Hmm.
How was the community here? Because obviously you guys lived really
Close
close
to there.
to yeah, close to here.
Hmm.
How was everyone with each other? Like
Everybody knew everybody.
yeah.
You would go to the store and everybody knew everybody.
Hmm.
I mean, it was, and I think it was
And-
even, there was a lot of land fields, there was a lot of cotton fields, there was a lot of land all over, you know, so
Around.
everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
It felt safe. You know, there was.
For the fiestas, we all came and we all participated.
Yeah.
My mom usually worked in the hall making enchiladas.
Yeah.
And I would help her a little, not too much, because I had my friends here. They would come too, so. And my mom would work there making enchiladas with other ladies, and then I think they would close the hall. No more enchiladas at 8 or at 7, because the dance after a fiesta started at 8. So everybody went home for a little while, came back, and my dad, my mom, everybody would be dancing there in the hall.
And like for what events were these?
San Elciario's fiesta, San Isidro, he was a farmer's saint,
Saint,
Okay.
and San
Yeah.
Elisario was
the one from here, from the
from the
parish.
church. From the
so-
parish.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
Like celebrating.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. So it was nice growing here.
Yeah.
And then in the fiestas and in the dance, we would all come. And some of us would dance with the father or somebody from the family when we were little.
Yeah, yeah. How were the Sundays here then?
It was, everybody would come to Mass
Yeah.
at 7. I think they had, at that time, three Mass on Sunday.
Okay.
Hmm.
And 7 a.m. was the earliest one?
Yeah, yeah, and then,
9 and then 11.
Okay.
yeah.
So all in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Now they have them after lunch, huh? No,
No, they have them
Before
like
lunch?
an hour after, like 8, 10, and 12, and then 1:30.
and we usually had little old priests
Okay.
that like to feed the las palomas, the doves, and now they took them away because the ladies started complaining que they would make poo-poo on their
Yeah.
heads and things like that. So now the priests don't give,
They don't
but
feed
the
them.
little old priests that were ya viejitos, they would buy chicken feed and feed the doves.
That's
So-
nice. Yeah.
It was nice to see them.
On Sundays, yeah.
Hmm.
Did you go to any like sports events, baseball games, anything?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that field over there that's now from the school,
Yeah.
they used to have baseball every Sunday, I think it was.
You go with your friends.
Oh yeah, we would walk over there and buy raspa.
Okay, yeah.
There were cars that the ladies or the guy who was making it would have the ice there in the back of his car, the trunk, and they made delicious, I mean delicious sweet raspas. So we would come to see the game according to us.
Yeah.
Later on, it was because of the boys. They were there too.
Yeah.
We started making friends later on
Mhm.
with the boys, so we would see each other and walk around the field and hear
Mhm.
the people yelling for their teams and
Yeah. So it was like church and baseball.
and
Yeah.
we would sit there on the where the hall is.
Mhm.
It has a big cementos.
Mhm. Oh, okay, that's nice.
That's where we would all sit or
Yeah.
here in the placita and look at the game.
Yeah, yeah. What was your favorite food growing up here? Or I mean, you ate. Sounds like you ate a lot of good food though.
Well, my dad used to have borregas,
Mm.
lambs,
Mhm.
and chivitos,
Mhm.
and he would kill, I think, one every 3 months.
Okay.
So in a way, we had that kind of meat, plus the round steaks and the
Yeah.
tacos and all that.
Yeah, with the salsa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, so then you came, so you moved, you grew up here in San Elizario, then you moved away, and then you came back. Did you finish high school here?
No, at Isleta.
Okay, Isleta.
So did she.
Yeah, at Isleta High School.
Okay.
But it was because that was the only high school.
We didn't have a high school here.
Oh, okay.
We had an elementary, which
That
was
one?
that one.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a little old building there that they had for us, the kinders.
Mm-hmm. How did you guys meet? How did you and your husband meet?
In school.
Yeah.
In school.
In high school or since
No,
elementary?
yeah. Well, but we were in the same class here in San Eli, which was the 8th grade. I met him there, and at the time I was very shy because I came from Fort Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, había mucho Anglos.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Or it's not supposed to be used.
No, yeah, I still use that word.
Anglo.
Yeah.
Yeah, los kids de los farmers
Mm-hmm.
eran americanos, and so allá nunca. I had friends, boys, girls who would play volleyball, baseball, sports. We would do basket.
This is at the fort.
At Fort Hancock,
Yeah.
Estábamos muy mixed, so we didn't even.
Was that your first time in Fort Hancock? Being away from being around so many like Anglo white people.
Yeah, it was. Y luego aquí we would speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Y allá no nos dejaba,
Mm.
so we had to learn English the hard way.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah.
How was the school here? Or did you speak Spanish in school here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with the teachers.
Oh, even the teachers.
Yeah. Sí, por peor en elementary.
Mm-hmm.
I was in kinder here, and 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade, and then we went over there. And came back when I entered into 7th grade.
Mm.
So it was like 5 years.
Yeah, you were gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you came back, and then you met, or you got to. Because you already knew your husband, or at the time he wasn't your husband. Yeah.
Yeah, and before I knew him because my dad had cows,
Okay.
and he would get the milk from the cow, and my mom would sell it to viejitas and
Mm-hmm.
and the neighbors. He had 2 big cows, I remember, and he would milk them in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, at 7, there were people stopping by at the house to get their milk from us. And eggs. They're expensive right now.
Oh yeah, they're so expensive right now. Okay. Tell me more about, so then when did you start volunteering here at the church? When did you, when did you start getting more involved, and how did you start getting more involved?
Here. Well, it was my mom.
Yeah.
She was in the enchilada in the hall, and she would ask me, if you want to, you can come and help us.
Yeah.
Limpiar las mesas, pick up the dirty plates, and because they weren't paper at that time.
Yeah.
They had to be washed. Y luego, so there with my mom in the hall. Y luego, I haven't told you about ofrecer flores. We, since I was like, I think 6 years, they would take me, my aunts from the Alarcon family.
Yeah.
They had young girls there.
You do that the whole month of May
Of me.
for the Virgen.
Okay.
You never did that?
What is it? You just
You
hold
pray
flowers?
the rosary.
Well, yeah. Everyone who had flowers in their house.
Rose bushes.
Yeah, we would. My dad had a garden. My mom wasn't the outside worker.
Yeah, it was all your dad.
So my dad had the garden, the
Yeah.
flower garden, and we had roses there and laureles, and so in May they would cut flowers for me every day.
Okay.
Because it's an everyday thing that you do the whole
And
month
other
of May.
little girls también that came, if they had flowers, they would bring them.
So your dad would cut the flowers, give them to you, and then you would bring them?
to the
No,
church.
not
to the,
my daughter, my mom.
Yeah. Oh, your mom. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do the whole month of May.
and it was praying the rosary.
Oh, okay.
So they pray the rosary, and then you take the fresh first flowers and you put them on the
Altar.
Virgen, on the altar Virgen. Y luego ya they would give like artificial flowers, but you have to go 8 times.
Oh, wow.
And they would ring the bells, and that's the whole month of May that they would do that. Even when I was young, I used to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the Virgen.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
Virgen.
For the Virgen. And the boys for San El Ciario.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a thing.
They had problems, the moms, with the boys.
Oh, because the boys no querían?
No querían.
Yeah.
They weren't like us little girls. We were anxious.
Yeah.
Porque nos ponían vestido blanco.
Yeah.
A mí me los hacía mi tía.
Like when you
And
do
la
your first
hermana
communion with a veil.
Yeah,
I
oh yeah.
see.
Yeah.
We would wear the veil and
This is every day.
Every day. Whoever
in the
wanted
month
to.
of May.
Yeah.
But it was fun because they would ring the bells, and they would ring them 3 times. So it would give you time, like half an hour before. So it would give you time to go change, and
Okay.
and that was the sign.
Yeah, porque ya en mayo había escuela,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
But it was every afternoon en la tarde.
Después de la
Ajá.
escuela.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
como las 5:36.
And then
Yeah.
the last day, the moms y el padre y todos, they would make us a dance.
Oh.
They would choose like a queen para la Virgen,
Sí, sí.
and they would
Take
tener
the
una
Virgen
reina.
al hall.
They would choose, and they would choose somebody, y luego ya they would do the dance. Y luego
It
ya.
was mostly the little girl that didn't miss the day.
Ajá.
Okay.
And then from there they would choose
The boy.
one of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Were you ever chosen?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you have some pictures when she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so your mom was the one that got you involved in the church.
Yeah, and my aunts.
Yeah.
My aunts too.
Basically,
Y luego weddings.
uh-huh.
Weddings. We had weddings almost every Sunday.
Yeah.
Una
Bef-
pitadera de carros and
Yeah, that was
and then
one.
at night the dance there or
Yeah.
in one of the halls. We had two halls. This one, the churches, and a private one in Socorro Road.
Antes it was like they had to get married. It's not like today that they live together. No,
No.
they would get married.
The
so
parents were much strict
yeah,
about
it was
the
like
marriage.
getting married through the church and all that. Not it's, and also I think that basically the church was the main thing that had everything for
The people
the people
working-
together.
working together.
Like the
and-
fiestas, the dances, everything had to do with the church.
Yeah. It like brought the community together.
Yeah, it was like that was
Yeah.
one of the things that San Elisario is about.
Mhm.
That it's the community with the church,
Mhm.
with the Catholic Church, because they do the bazaars, they do the posadas, and they have, you know.
Oh yeah, the posadas. They were in different houses every night.
Did you ever host any?
Oh yeah, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, even when they were kids,
yeah.
we would still have
She's
posadas.
always been involved in the church, and then
Yeah. Ahorita por la enfermedad,
Yeah.
I haven't been coming.
But when you were there,
yeah, she was
Yeah.
very active in it.
Yeah.
Like
Sí.
the posadas or
Ajá, sí.
or
Y luego la doctrina,
Mhm.
we would have every Sunday
yeah.
doctrina, so we couldn't go out and visit ni nada porque the kids had to come to the doctrina.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about the cooking with the women and que cocinaban and for what events here for the church.
For my birthdays, sometimes since it was all family, he would kill a little goat or a little lamb or
You would do the barbacoa.
Your
Yeah.
husband?
No, her
No.
dad.
Oh, okay, your dad.
my dad and my mom. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
y luego, hora después, ya eran enchiladas.
Yeah.
Mejor enchiladas or menudo or
Yeah.
algo más fácil.
Yeah.
Tell me about the friendships you made with the women here in the community and las comidas that you guys would.
Pues como hay en los portales que I wasn't the head cook. I don't think I was. Pero I don't know, las señoras ya grandes like
Yeah.
Tránsito and Mary Alice and Lily Dinger and there was Lily's sister too. We were like 8 of us. Carmen Cruz también. And
Entonces Lilian también.
Lillian,
Mhm.
yeah. No, she would be a buyer.
Mhm.
She liked the tamales,
Yeah.
de dulces,
Yeah.
de dulce. Yeah, so we would make all that. And, but see, the ladies started seeing me, Tere was too.
Mhm.
Started seeing me how I cooked,
Yeah.
and I think they liked the way I cooked and so in a way I had to go get groceries. I had to,
Yeah.
because in a way they never said it, but I think they named me the cook
The cook, yeah.
por estar más young que us, porque they were all señoras ya
Yeah.
grandes. Ajá.
Yeah.
Tránsito was like 80 something.
No,
like
she was 92.
she
92
passed-
and she
Wow.
would still drive. I think she passed away in 95.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pobrecita.
She was a president here for the longest time.
Y nos bendecían las casas
Okay.
y luego we would feed all the
People that would get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
And
had the midnight mass. Like they would have their luncheons or a weekly or little cooking events that they would have outside.
Yeah.
They even had a rodeo there.
Yeah,
At
they
the jail?
have right here.
And the parking.
Oh wow.
Right
El
here, they
parking
siempre
ese grandote
aquí
que
tuvieron
tienen.
un, like, they do that riding for booths,
Mhm.
the motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
And they do that riding, pero in the bulls.
Okay.
No, es
Sí, sí.
es esta
Isela, which is the mayor ahora.
Mhm.
But they also do that, pero it's riding in the bulls.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's for cancer.
Okay.
So they have that. There's a couple of things that you have to like go into your Facebook and
Mhm.
look under San Elizario and the Historic Society and the genealogy, and then there's either pistoleros or shooters. They have a lot of things going on. Which basically casi in el summer almost every weekends like they have the
Like events here.
yeah
In the community.
yeah. Car shows y así.
Cool.
Oh,
So
yeah,
especially
sí,
in the summer.
muchos car shows hace.
Car shows, and then they have, you know how the trucks ahora tan altas with all the lights, they
Yeah.
have trucks for toys or things that traen que se llena todo ese lleno de trucks,
Yeah, yeah.
and they bring like toys for the
For the
kids.
kids, yeah.
So there's a couple of events que
That keeps the community
Yeah.
together.
yeah.
Egg hunt. Easter egg hunt.
Oh, pues ya last year no lo hicieron. They used to fill that up with Easter eggs.
Oh, cool.
So they used to do the Easter
For the
egg hunt.
kids from
For the
here.
kids.
And
All the candy.
And it's basically people that are from here
Mhm.
that do it.
Yeah.
You know, the originals from San Elizario are the ones that,
keep the tradition
Yeah.
going.
yeah.
Is there any other memories, good memories of San Eli? Anything else that maybe I forgot to ask you about that you want to talk about? You want to bring
Weddings había cada Sunday casi más antes.
up? Yeah.
Ya no. Young kids are not marrying. They just live together.
Yeah.
Sí, ya no se oyen las campanas y la pitadera
Nobody's
de
committed
carros
no more.
y carros y
Yeah.
Yeah, pero antes pues it was very different. You had to
Yeah.
get married through the church.
before you did anything else.
Yeah.
And, I mean anything else.
That was it. Yeah, primero casate.
Sí. Sí, tengo a mis grandparents on the Alarcón site. El retrato de ellos. when they
She
got
used to
married.
be in charge aquí de the kitchen, pero she also had the wedding section.
Oh, wow.
I
The
like
wedding
that.
sections that she has de casi todas las familias de aquí that
Mhm.
got married.
And there's a girl que trabajaba en la library. También se llama Marta. Pero ella hizo un libro de todas las familias que cooperaron en darle una copia del retrato de sus parents. So, mi grandma y mi grandpa, según la familia, mi grandpa tenía dinero y la vistió hermosa. You should see the picture, ¿verdad? And she
Yeah,
was
but there
like
was
16, 17
16
years old.
And he was 33.
Can you imagine? Abusó de Pero
Yeah.
no.
Parecía muñeca.
Yeah.
Ujú.
You know.
Sí, pero también en el retrato están las hermanas de mi abuelita, eran dos, Delfina y Romana. Y ella Isabel se llamaba. Y estaban los...
That's the one that had 12 kids.
ajá, sí, pobrecita. Sí, pero muy bonita vestida mi abuela, muy bonita. Y lo como estaba, pues como de 15, 16 años, estaba muy joven, muy bonita.
Como una muñeca, como digo. Yeah.
Sí, sí. Si he
To
sabido,
marry a 33
si he
year old.
sabido, me traigo el retrato para que
Yeah.
lo mire.
Aw.
¿Quién sabe? ¿Ya no tienen los wedding pictures? They used to have
No,
them.
ahora están esas cosas que estaban que
Ujú.
los ponían en esos de estos ahí
It's
en
changed
ese.
aquí porque they had a section where they had
Se lo llevaron para la cárcel.
Oh.
Allá están.
los
Yes.
weddings.
Si tienes tiempo de entrar
Yeah.
allá y está abierto,
Okay.
porque no abren todos los días,
Oh,
pero
yeah, I'll check.
pues también de la familia de mi mamá, Alfredo y Erasmo, que eran de
Ujú.
mi tía Chole, the oldest of them, my
On
mom's
her other
sisters.
side of the family.
Ujú,
Went
sí.
to war.
Pero creo, aquí había, pues son muchos, ¿verdad? Los que están apuntados ahí.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it has its history, the church.
Yeah.
Ujú. Sí, so,
Commemorating
Which is
Sí,
one
ajá.
of the 3 oldest churches. San Eli.
ujú.
Which are the other ones?
The
Socorro.
Socorro and Islera by Speaking Rock.
That's right.
Esas
That's right.
tres. There's even a little bus that you can ride in and
Take
they'll
it to
take,
all the-
Ujú, sí,
a little
yeah.
bus.
yeah.
viene,
Ahí
viene.
está. He's always right there on the. Yo creo pues people come and they like to like walk around and look at the jail and
Yeah.
they go to eat. So the little bus is always like parked right there on the side. I could see
For
it. Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
that wants to go visit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
también,
He'll bring them like church to church y luego los lleva para atrás.
como
Oh.
So
Socorro
he does that
tiene,
all day.
It's looking
Socorro,
Ajá, yeah.
Socorro tiene su area también en donde. Have you been there?
I have, yes. I've been to the
Ajá,
Socorro
sí.
side.
Yeah.
Los soldados y los braceros después.
Sí, también es braceros.
Ujú.
Were any of the braceros here in San Eli?
Se me hace que unos sí se quedaron, un
Yeah.
que otro. No muchos, pero uno que otro sí se quedó y yo creo los más jóvenes
Yeah.
hallaron novias or something.
Y
y
se quedaron.
se quedaron, ajá.
That's true. Okay. Anything else you want to add? We've been here for some time now, so.
Yeah, she's been talking. And my dad has more stories, pero no quiso venir.
Guys,
Sí,
así son los señores.
Yeah, yeah.
Sí,
That's
no
one
quiso.
thing I enjoy, that listening even to my grandparents or así
Mhm.
stories about
Mhm.
San Eli.
Yeah. And then that's why we're doing this, to save them, keep
Sí.
them and remember.
Yeah.
Qué bueno. You think they'll be making a book of things like that?
A book? I don't know, with technology changing now.
Porque we have the story of the jail.
Mhm.
Yo compré el libro.
Mhm.
Ese sí se vende, es vendido. Pero del pueblo, I don't remember anybody, ni de jóvenes que hay aquí que quieran hacer un libro o algo.
Yeah. Well, we're making websites now.
Mhm.
That's what they make.
Like the
now.
cookbook is locally from here también.
Yeah,
Ladies
that's really
from here.
cool.
Yeah.
Ujú.
Keep
It has a
going.
lot of old recipes y
¿Quién
Mhm.
sabe a cuánto lo venderán? We started selling it for $12. La escuela no lo hizo.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, we got era muy amigo mío porque yo trabajaba en la escuela before I
Mhm.
became of this age. Y en el 60 me salí de la escuela,
Okay.
pero, y lo empecé aquí,
Mhm.
like 3 months later, 6 months later, porque vine un día cuando todavía trabajaba y, ay, vente con nosotros, Marta, y esto y lo otro, las señoras, y luego ya cuando quité allá, también Tránsito era mi prima, poco lejos, pero ella también era Alarcón, de los Alarcones, y pues she got me to start, me vino a
she was the
presentar.
type of lady you can say no to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ujú.
I mean, before you know it, ya
Porque
estabas
pobre,
embarcada.
sí, no, y pobrecita, she
Yeah.
was ya como 80 years,
Mhm.
y
Ajá.
con un ánimo
Yeah.
para trabajar aquí.
Y te da ánimo a ti para
Yeah.
trabajar.
Sí,
Yeah,
sí.
she was a lady, a very,
Sí.
todavía at 92 aquí andaba.
Ujú,
92, 93, and she passed away at 95. Okay.
ujú.
And what was her name one more time? Sorry.
Tránsito
Tránsito.
Macías.
La que
Sí.
sigue ayudando.
Yeah.
Ajá.
Yeah, she was
Y
a
la-
president forever here.
Y la hija es también algo con
Yes, Macias, she's a judge.
for people who divorce y están teniendo
Ah, sí.
problems que el niño no se quiere ir con el otro couple o
Yeah.
con el otro parent y cosas
Yeah,
así.
her daughter was a judge.
Sí.
Que también she would help. Pues todas
Oh, no.
andábamos with the,
Yeah.
because they were older, so everybody, all of us were involved. We
Sí.
got involved in one way.
Sí, tránsito y esta Olga
Uh-huh.
agarraban el champurrado, no, el chocolate para los niños que dábamos en Christmas.
Oh.
Sí, regalábamos chocolate y galletas a los niños y eran las ayudantas de tránsito.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Sí, pero those, I guess the church was basically the main, the activities from the church is what brought the community together.
Yeah.
Y
Well,
todavía I think it is, no más que pues ya no.
Pues las fiestas como yo, I come. Posadas, pues they just do them in the hall.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to talk con el padre porque we've had this padre maybe for, 5 years, 4 years?
4, something like 4.
So they changed the padres and everything changes, and I've been wanting to tell them que por qué no hacemos una posada at my house, pero I haven't.
Se me hace que no las quiso.
No.
Las quiso en el salón.
Yeah, they
Y
do
en la
them in los
iglesia.
salones, and ya no hacen los like
las
the 8
casas.
days like they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed that, y luego ya pues como so también los priests have changed, como ya no rezan el rosario like all el mes de May, or
Yeah, es diferente. Todo.
Yeah.
Ujú.
they've changed las costumbres,
Y
you know,
así
de
cambia
antes.
las costumbres del Isario.
Yeah.
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 So it's changed a little bit. No, como en September todavía we do we shoot the shotguns y caminamos like all around the school, and then we come all around this way. And
Since
it's still
a block.
we do it like on the 10 o'clock mass.
On Sundays.
Pero that we do it on
Y es
September.
la única mujer que anda con escopeta.
Yeah.
Entre
I've done
los.
it a couple of times.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So-
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, también pues that's changed a lot. Y luego pues ya like, there's a lot of new people, and
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people from Saneli have left
Or
También,
died.
sí.
or died. So ya,
Ya,
you know,
mucho viejito.
va cambiando el pueblo.
Se
Pero
nos-
todavía casi todos los que andan ahí haciendo hacemos the original.
The ancestors. que
Yeah,
se han estado aquí.
that
Sí.
we usually do it because pues Saneli,
Pues,
we've been
no,
here.
es desde Saneli, desde chicas.
Yeah.
Hemos
Yeah,
andado
'cause-
ahí con la
'cause
balacera y andando y
Because my mom did
luego van los matachines también bailando in front of the procession.
Yeah.
Ajá, y luego llevan el santo. 4 señores, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Así.
pero
Como sale el ciario está grandote
yeah, they have them there at the church.
y lo llevan 4
Pero
guys,
basically
sí.
it's a church. Pero sí ha cambiado poco y
But it's people like you guys were
Ajá,
keeping the
that-
traditions
pues, like,
alive.
my mom did the family tree, and my family has been here since the 1700s.
Yeah.
Wow.
She went back desde los 1700s, so it's
Sí.
been
Sí, y por tránsito, o la hija, no sé, dijo que en Austin tenían mucha information de cosas así.
Oh.
So, we went,
ajá.
Well, you went to Austin.
Yeah.
sí, for a
Wow.
week.
Mhm.
Anduvimos ahí
And then they would
en
go
la
like to
capital y
different
en todo.
to different like genealogies to see what they're doing, like in Pecos and
How they're doing their
their
centers.
museums
Ajá,
and
sí.
todo eso.
Like
Which
learn
helps.
from them.
Yeah.
Ajá, sí.
Like their ideas, so I mean, I learned a lot from it, from the genealogy.
And we sold a lot of cookbooks and
Wow.
and pecos. Yeah, they liked them.
Yeah.
People love cookbooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we sold a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y se ve que todavía tuvieron que mandar unos by mail a otra gente, sí.